Hi everyone. Happy Saturday, whatever day you're watching this. Ooh, I'm having a go at going live. StreamYard streaming from the phone. This is new for me. There's going to be lots and lots of months of practicing going live. So, what have you decided for 2024? It's kind of a big ask. We talk a lot about New Year's resolutions, and I mean, I'm not keen on that word resolution actually. It's like, "Whoa," that sounds so permanent. I like to think of it as goals, dreams, desires, wishes. And but even that can make people feel, oh, pressure. I've got to do something new. Um, Perhaps I've got to come up with something. But I think I see the beginning of the year as an opportunity. It's like an opportunity to um, create change if you want change. It's an opportunity to, I always find there's a new energy that comes through at this point, and I can reach out for something else. It's like there's something about that change of year, even though it's a Gregorian calendar change. And I was chatting to someone today, and I said, my system tends to go with the lunar calendar, and we don't get that shift until the end of the month, end of January. So, but I still feel a shift at this time, and I think it's a great opportunity to harness the power to really kind of go into what you want. And that's why I think the dreams and desires way of looking at it is great. And I think the pressure comes in when we think, how? It's always the how. How am I going to do that? So it becomes this sort of big ask. Um, but what I have noticed is if I focus on the what and I really get behind that, I really believe I can have it. And I really tune into it's a combination for me of feeling into it and visualizing into it. Um, if I can kind of get into that space with it and I don't think about how am I going to do that, and I get my little pesky mind away from how am I going to do that, and I just stay in that vibration, in that feeling, that sensation, that visualization of what, I have a better chance of creating it. I also notice if I stay in that space, what then happens is I will get a spark, what I call a spark of a thought that pops in. Oh, why don't I do that? Why don't I try that? And then I follow that thread. It's kind of like following a trail of breadcrumbs, or following threads or a stream, something like that. And when I come at whatever it is I want, whether it's an experience, a thing, from that space, then it starts to become magical. People think about the word magic as a kind of an out there woo woo word, but actually, it's not. It's really quite practical. When you break it down, this is where the magic comes in. It comes in from being in that desire, that wish, that want, and then disengaging from the how on earth am I going to create that, to coming back into that feeling again. And you really, really have to, one thing I've noticed about manifesting is we really, really have to dig into that feeling, that visualization, and we have to stay with that. And we will go away because we'll get on with the rest of our lives and laundry and house cleaning, and we get distracted, television, Netflix, family dramas. But if we can keep coming back into that feeling, that sensation of the what, and we don't talk ourselves out of it. I have this fabulous brain, it's very chattery, but it would talk me out of things. It would talk me out of things I want, usually by, how are you going to create that? How on earth are you going to create that? Why do you think you should have that? What's special about you? So all of that chatter, some people call it the inner critic. It's got loads of names. I'm just going to call it chatter, mindless chatter. So if we can stay away from all of that mindless chatter and then go back into that desire, and it does take a strong mind to do this, because often we're not only battling our own mindsets, we might be battling the collective consciousness around us. We might be battling the family consciousness, which is a whole other thing, and trying to retain our own strength of mind in that space. So what have you decided for 2024? If you need some help with that, this is one of the things I do. I'm going to try and find my label here. I am offering my Clairvoyant Power Hour, which is 60 minutes of clairvoyant detective work with me. It's £99 for January. It goes back up to £195. And in that 60 minutes, we zone into areas of issue. In the 60 minutes, I can look at your energy field. We can look at the big themes that are going on, or we can zero in on an issue. We look for what's affecting you being in your highest well-being or going where you want to go in life. We talk about that. We clear. And then we create a plan for change. My aim when I work with people, I have always said, it was always kind of a jokey aside, I would always say, but it's kind of true. If I'm doing my job well, I'm putting myself out of business, because my aim is always to get people into a self-maintenance space so that you are up and running and able to use the tools and live life on your own terms. And obviously people come back for sessions, but they are using the tools we've talked about. They are taking the information we've come across and they are running with it. So that's the Clairvoyant Power Hour. It's $99 for January. It's going back up to $195 from February. And then I'm running a 6-week program, which is really designed to invigorate you in your life. It's called Supercharge Your Life. And this is actually based around how I holistically healed from cancer after being given 6 months to live by doctors if I did nothing medical, which I did nothing medical nearly 20 years ago, and healed holistically. So what I did was I looked at all the things I did. It took me 4 years, looked at all the things I did and put together a six-week one-to-one program looking at 6 magic modules that I believe underpin health and well-being. So we've got movement, mindset, meditation and energy work, mood, how your emotions affect everything, which is very powerful and really was for me. Meals, what you're putting in your body, eating with intuition. Me time, how are you looking after yourself? And each week, each session, we focus on a different area. And we do the same thing that we do in the Clairvoyant Power Hour. We look, assess the blocks, we clear the energy, and then we put a plan in place for change. So at the end of the 6 weeks, you've got a blueprint to work from to set yourself up for the year or wherever you're going from here. And during the 6 weeks, you've got email access to me. So any questions that come up, we can chat through. So those are the 2 ways you can work with me on that healing energy level this year. And otherwise, going back to what have you decided for 2024? I've got a load of projects in the work. So taking the healing work and the movement work has been one of my goals for years and years and years. So the energy work and the movement work, I wanted to bring together more and more. And I've got 2 big opportunities very early this year. So at the end of the month, I'm doing a movement wellbeing section of Wellbeing Day for the NHS at St Mary's Hospital. I shall be doing a post on that this week with links. That's for the NHS staff and council support workers. Very excited about that. Very, very excited about that. And then at the end of February, 23rd to the 25th, got to remember the dates, I'm running a dance movement wellbeing weekend at the Royal Esplanade Hotel in Ryde. The gorgeous Bobby and I have been concocting this. I'm going to post about that too, so there'll be links, you know what's happening, you know what we're doing. And it's I can't remember the prices off the top of my head, so I need to find them and put them in the post. So not the mail, not the post to you, but put them in a post. Very excited about that. It will basically be a condensed version of my dance holidays. So we'll be doing some dance fitness, some meditation, some stretching, dance, chillax, and a little bit of bar. And that's the 23rd to the 25th of February at the Royal Esplanade Hotel in Ryde. So there's a few ways you can work with me this year if you want to. I'm going. Have a great rest of the day, evening, morning, weekend, weekday, whenever you're watching this. Take care. Bye.